लोके अपकीर्तिं महतीम् अवाप्स्यति यदङ्गजं स्वां पुरुषद्विद् उद्यतां न प्रत्यसेदं वृथये अपराधता अपरा अपराधतः सोऽयं दुर्मर्षहृदयो ब्रह्मदृक्षा लोके अपकीर्तिं महतीम् अवाप्स्यति यदङ्गजं स्वां पुरुषद्विद् उद्यतां न प्रत्यसेधन् मृतये अपराधतः Synonyms Saha, he, I am that, Durmarsha Hridaya, hard hearted, Brahmadrik, unworthy to be a Brahmana, Cha, and Loke in the world, Apakirtim, ill fame, Mahatim, extensive, Avapsati, will gain, yet Angajam, the daughter of whom, Swam, own, Purushadvit, the enemy of Lord Shiva, Udyatham, who was preparing, na Pratyasedhat, did not prevent Mritaye for death, Aparadataha, because of his offenses. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. Daksha, who is so hard-hearted that he is unworthy to be a Brahmana, will gain extensive ill fame because of his offenses to his daughter, because of not having prevented her death, and because of his great envy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport. Daksha is described here as most hard-hearted and therefore unqualified to be a Brahmana. Brahmadrik is described by some commentators to mean Brahma Bandhu or friend of Brahmanas, a person who is born in a Brahmana family but has no Brahmanical qualification is called a Brahma Bandhu. Brahmanas are generally very soft hearted and forbearing because they have the power to control the senses and the mind. Daksha, however, was not forbearing, for the simple reason that his son in law, Lord Shiva, did not stand up to show him the formality of respect. He became so angry and hard hearted that he tolerated even the death of his dearest daughter. Sati tried her best to mitigate the misunderstanding between the son in law and the father in law by coming to her father's house, even without an invitation, and at that time Daksha should have received her, forgetting all past misunderstandings. But he was so hard hearted that he was unworthy to be called an Aryan or Brahmana. Thus, his ill fame still continues. Daksha means expert, and he was given this name because of his ability to beget many hundreds and thousands of children. Persons who are too sexually inclined and materialistic become so hard-hearted because of a slight loss of prestige that they can tolerate even the death of their children. ॐ ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चाक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललित श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धौ दीनबन्धौ जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्तराधः कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So, सोऽयं धर्मर्षहृदयो ब्रह्मदृक् लोके अपकीर्तिं महतीम् अवाप्स्यति यदङ्गजां स्वां पुरुषद्विद् उद्यतां न प्रत्यसेधं मृतये अपराधतः. So, unfortunately, Mother Sati, she immolated herself because she could not tolerate the disrespect of her father to her husband. Right? So we have seen the sequence of conversations. She was trying to mitigate the conflicts between um, her husband and father, um, even though there was no invitation. She came to this yajna or the sacrifice. It's a family event. Everyone was invited. The whole universe was invited except her and her husband. She is the daughter of Daksha Prajapati, and she was not invited. So in this case, what we see is um, Maitreya Muni is mentioning that he's calling Daksha Prajapati as Durmarsha Hridayo. Durmarsha Hridaya means hard-hearted. The heart is very hard, right? And the second thing he's pointing him as Brahmadrik. Brahmadrik, even though he's a Brahmana, he should be the best of the Brahmanas. Daksha should be the best of the Brahmanas. But even though he is a Brahmana, he is not following the qualities, or he doesn't have the qualities of a Brahmana. What are the qualities of a Brahmana? The qualities of a Brahmana are soft-hearted and forbearing. What do you mean by forbearing? Meaning we have to have patience, the tolerance. The tolerance has to be checked. But here, both those qualities are not shown by Daksha Prajapati. That's why he's been called as Brahmadrik. Actually, Drik means a rebellious, or the person who opposes a Brahma. Brahma here means Brahmana. So the one who opposes a Brahmana, the one who opposes the qualities of a Brahmana, or who is rebellious to the qualities of a Brahmana, is called as Brahmadrik, right? So Drik means opposite or oppose, right? Yeah, we have seen many words like that. Um, Yagnadrik, the one who is opposing the yagna, like this Rakshas are called as Yagnadrik, or yeah, we get so many words like that. But anyway, so Brahmadrik means the one who he's a Brahmana, but he's not having the qualities of a Brahmana. So that is Brahmadrik. Um, so what happened with that? So with that behavior, he got apakirtim, mahatim avapsiti. So apakirtim, he got ill fame. He got ill fame, and his fame got diminished. He's supposed to be Prajapati, meaning he has a very high level of position. He was made um, or he was made as an yeah, he was performing the biggest yagna, and he invited a lot of like everyone from the universe, and he was performing the yagna. He already has that position of being a yajaman of that yagna, but still his activities are not matching with his position there, right? And that even though that yagna should have brought him a lot of credit, a lot of prestige, but that all got diminished. He got ill-famed. Apakirti. Kirti means fame, right? Apakirti means it's opposite of kirti, which is ill fame, or the fame which is diminished. Okay. Uh, Mahatim Avapsati. So unnecessarily he got it. Mahatim means Apakirtim. Ill fame, Mahatim means in abundance. Mahatim means in big quantity, right? Extensive. So proper translates as extensive. Apakirti, he'll gain. Avapsati, he'll get it. So why is he getting all this? Because Ed Angajam, it's a good word. Ed Angajam, Angajam. whenever it is a ja, ja is a short form of Janma. So Anga is a body. So the children who are born out of a father or a mother called as Angaja, right? The one who has born out of a body. So Anga is a body, Ja is a Janma. The one who has born from Anga is called as who has taken birth from Anga. So Angaja, I can call my son as Angaja, my Angaja, like he's my son. So like that. Yad Angaja, Yad means who's Angaja, here is Daksha. So Dakshash Angaja, Swam Purushadit Vidyatham. So um, this Angaja, because that, sorry, yeah, that her daughter, uh, because her daughter and also yeah this is a continuation this Ed Angajam will continue from the second line, but he's Maitreya is saying another point here, Swam Purusha Dvit Udyatam, Swam, because of his, Swam means because of Daksha's Purusha Dvit. Purusha is the basically Purusha here means Purushottama, short form Purushottama, meaning the supreme personality of Godhead. So Lord Shiva is considered as also as a Purushottama. So there is no difference between Krishna and Lord Shiva. So he is called as Purusha. Yeah, we know that from Brahma Samhita also. So there is no difference. Only they're just like milk and yogurt. So yogurt cannot be turned into milk, but milk can be turned into yogurt. So changed into yogurt, converted into yogurt. So this supreme personality, Purushottama, um, because of his his enmity with the Purushottama, the supreme personality of Godhead. So with that, what he did, because of his enmity with the Lord Shiva, the Purushottama, so what he did was Yadangajam, um, when his daughter was trying to Mritaye, when she was trying to die, he didn't stop her. Yet Angajam, so her daughter, na pratyasedam, he didn't stop her from the death. Why? Because aparadataha, because of his offenses towards Lord Shiva, towards the enviousness of Lord Shiva, towards the enmity of Lord Shiva, he could not stop. That enmity was so much. He was determined. So this determination is is of two types, right? Actually, Krishna explains very nicely in Srimad Bhagavad Gita in verses chapter 18, text 33, 34, and 35. He talks about determination. Determination in mode of goodness, determination in mode of passion, and determination in mode of ignorance. So if the determination is in mode of goodness, he explains it in 1835. Um, Sorry, 1833. धृत्या यया धारयते मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः योगे योगेन व्यभिचारेण that is Partha Satviki. So he explains that there that when the determination is there, the determination which involves the faith towards Krishna, that determination which involves selflessness, right, and the determination which is pure. Um, Pure in intention, right? Without selfish intention, and the determination which controls the mind, life, and the activities. So that determination is very conducive. It's very helpful for one to grow. That will bring the kirti, tissa partha. So that determination, which uh, one if one performs a yoga in the determination in that form, he will be glorified, and that determination is in the mode of goodness. Okay, so similarly, if in the same context, if the determination opposite to what in mode of goodness, the in verse 35, Krishna explains, Eya swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam madamevacha na vimuchanti, sorry, na vimunchati dhurmeda dhritissa partha tamasi. So, the determination which is ego driven, right? Which is dreaming, which is full of fear and shokam, distress, misery, and vishadam and madam. Madam means um, moroseness and lamentation and illusion. Madam is illusion. So if determination is in this form, then that determination, whatever the activities we perform, that will bring the apakirti or the ill fame, and also the determination is in the mode of ignorance. So here we have seen similar stories in the scriptures, especially when we talk about determination of Duryodhana. Duryodhana was asked by Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, to give just 5 villages. Hastinapur is a big, huge um, Raja or the empire. Right out of that empire, Krishna asked, because Pandavas are also Kshatriyas, and their duty or their dharma is to rule or to take care of the citizens. So, why don't you just give five? They're not asking for more, just 5 villages. So his point was, I'm not going to give even a shunyatam. I forgot the words, but anyway. So I'm not going to give even the tip of the needle size of land to Pandavas, and that caused the destruction. So that is the destruction. That is the determination in his madha, like in his illusion and his pride and ego, which has stopped him giving just 5. Enviousness, that enviousness towards this Pandavas has caused him that determination which is in mode of ignorance, and it has caused destruction. So the problem here is that when a person acts in such a way, it's not only him who is going to suffer. With that, all other people also, like his brothers, 100 brothers, sorry, 999 brothers, including, yeah, Duryodhana's 99 brothers, they lost their lives. And there are thousands and thousands of people who lost their lives. And there is no peace for anyone, right? So the idea is like, if we have a determination, the determination should be good. So, for example, if you take the life of Shabari, Shabari was told by Mathanga Muni, right? What he said, Raghavam pratiyuktam hi munina dharmacharina agamishyati te rama iti tasya vachah smaran. So, Matanga Muni Rishi told her that Raghavam pratiyuktam. So, Raghava will surely come here, right? Agamishyati, he'll come. He will come. He didn't say when he's going to come, what day he's going to come, or what should, or which muhurta he will come. He didn't say any details. He will come. Lord Ramachandra will come here. So you wait for him. So she waited for Ramachandra with determination, positive determination. What is the positive determination? The positive determination is faith. She had a faith that Ramachandra will come. What was she doing? Each and every day, she was clearing the paths, sweeping the paths in that forest, and she was living a ascetic life, giving up all her comforts in that forest, and she was cleaning up sweeping the forest and preparing the offerings for Lord Ramachandra. She was collecting fruits, different types of fruits every day, in the hope that Ramachandra may come, because she doesn't know when he's going to come. So she was prepared. She doesn't want to make Ramachandra wait when he is around. So she wants to make sure that when Ramachandra comes, she has to serve him. So that faith, that determination was a positive determination. Same thing with Hanumanji, right? When Hanumanji was asked to get Sanjeevani Bhuti, that herb, Sanjeevani herb, from Sanjeevani herb from Himalayas, he didn't know how does it look. He doesn't know where to find it. But his determination to serve the Lord, that's a positive determination. He jumped. He jumped and he started traveling on the air towards Himalayas, towards north, right? So he is driven by the time. The time is crucial at that point of time, and it's also he should use his intelligence. So he was challenged with the time, was challenged mentally, but he was strong enough, and he went back with the determination. He was strong enough with the determination to find that Sanjeevani Bhuti, to serve the Lord. And he could not, he reached Himalayas, but he could not find that Sanjeevani. He could not recognize what Sanjeevani, because he had never seen it. So at that point, he was challenged again with the strength. He picked up the whole mountain and he carried it across Bharatvarsha, and he went down to Lanka, to save the Lord, to serve the Ramachandra. So that is the positive determination we see. Um, right? And similarly, we have positive determination and negative determination. So, what are we learning from this topic? So, what we're learning is that um, we should be, we should have, see, we should not have a negative determination, negative meaning that we should not get stubborn. When it is a negative determination, it is called as stubbornness, right? We get stubborn and we get unyielding towards the situations because of our ego, because our ego was hurt, because we are envious of someone. And if they say good also, we hear it as bad, or we take it to ego. Um, the situation here is that Daksha Prajapati, it took it to his heart. Lord Shiva didn't get up, just didn't raise when Daksha Prajapati entered the arena of the sacrifice in the previous instance, right? So he was effulgent. He was because of that effulgence. When he entered, everyone raised, and that raises the pride in us, right? Like pride in Daksha also, because everyone is respecting. Why not Shiva? He's so we start seeing things or people as lower than us, and that causes a destruction basically. So even though Lord Shiva is a supreme personality of Godhead, and um, he was meditating upon the supreme personality of Godhead, right? But still, that's why he didn't get up. Lord Shiva has no. He was not supposed to get up also, because Shiva is one of the controllers of this material world, right? Out of three, Brahma, Vishnu, Lord Shiva, they manages, controls everything in this material world. So, but he didn't get up. He didn't have to get up, because he's the controller of this universe. So, but Daksha Prajapati took it to heart, and he he developed that envy because of that ego. But anyway, so what we're saying here is that, um, yeah, that envy went so much, like grew so much in his heart, that he became hard-hearted. The loss we're seeing here is that Mother Sati, she left her body. Even though while she was preparing to leave her body, his heart didn't change. He was seeing the situation. So what I'm trying to say here is that these are all the lessons we have to take. Sometimes we get so stubborn that we don't see the situation. We forget, or our mind gets or our thinking power gets covered up with that misery or with that pain we are going through, and we forget the situation, the outwardness, or what's happening with others. We are so much involved with our pride, with so much into ourselves, we forget what's happening with the other person, right? So we have seen so many instances in the contemporary world also, that there are so many. I want to point that there's so many divorces happening, and divorce is fine, but people take up to like violence in the marriages also. So, like, they're supposed to live together, because we we have our own pride, and uh, um, we don't consider the other's pain. It's always about me, my ego, I got hurt. So that kind of yeah, that kind of qualities. So we have to learn what we have to learn and understand that this can happen with us also. So we what we have to do is like we have to be considerate. We have to think for the situation, living or coming out of the mine, and my stuff. You will have to come out. You will try to understand the situation on the broader perspective instead of thinking for ourselves or thinking what happened to me or how I got hurt situation. So this happens everywhere, right? Why this happens? Because we achieve something a little bit in this world and we think we have achieved everything, right? So we do some good job, some good position in the office, and we come and show that in the house at home. We do some good service in the temple, and we start behaving as if we are there is no limit for us, right? So that kind of um, pride, that kind of quality, that kind of quality is not going to help to for any positiveness, like for anything good. So it's better. um, I mean, it happens, it can happen because of the power, because of the material world. So what we have to do is like we have to always check. I know it may trigger, but check, think about ourselves. That is called as mindfulness, and think about um, others. How are they feeling? How did I behave? Maybe yeah, the self assessment has to be done at least on a daily basis for 5 minutes. Sit down and think. I have done these things. Did I do anything wrong? Maybe at least once in a week, if not every day. We have to sit for 10-20 minutes, think what we have done, meditate upon that. What could I have, what better could I have done during this time? So by that meditation, or the best thing is have a good friend who can understand you, that can give us guidance, and we can talk openly whatever has happened. So that's also another solution we can have, so that we don't get insensitive to the others' feelings here. Yeah, I said unfortunately again. I'm saying again because Mother Sati she was not invited, but she came in a hope that she can have mend that relationship between her father and husband and her husband, but it didn't happen. But the worst thing happened is that she burnt herself, um, and the most and the worst thing than that is her father didn't even stop her, just because he had developed so much of envy towards Lord Shiva. So yeah, so we should always have a positive yeah, positive determination, not the stubbornness. That is the lesson from this verse. And we'll stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Mm. Thank you very much, Harikicho. I'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day and weekend ahead. The weekend, last weekend of May, in fact, beginning of June is from Sunday. And we have His Grace Gauranga Prabhu coming on this Sunday to give Sunday feast class. So, lots of festivity around. We'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Nrsimha, Jai Nrsimha, Jai Jai Nrsimha, Praladesha, Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam.
उग्रवीरं महाविष्णुं जलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं विष्णुं भद्रं मृत्युंजयं
हम नरसिंह भगवान की जय,
जय
महाराज की जय.
जय.
That's for our humble obeisances to all the Assembled Vaishnavas.
पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.
की जय. ग्रंथ
जय
भागवतम की जय.
की जय
शिला प्रभुपाद की
की जय.
गौर प्रेमानंदे.
हरि 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 बोल.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
थैंक यू.